Hello. So I'm very, very glad to meet Marc Peycker. So he is here on the beach, and the dolphins were calling, and he answered the call. So, Marc, please explain this to us.
Okay, well, first, I have to specify that it's not only dolphins, it's all of the cetacean tribes.
Mhm.
And you know, Ralph, I have discovered something over the last 2 years, which is that many people don't know what the word cetacean means. And I thought that it was a very common word in the English language, but apparently not so. Because the equivalent, I'm French speaking, and the equivalent in French for some reason, it's very well known by French-speaking people.
Yeah,
So
and
station,
also in
uh,
German, it's not known, and so I looked it up, and so the word would be Waltiere. So the whale animals is the German word, so it doesn't make a lot of sense.
it makes more sense, in my opinion.
Okay.
But cetaceans are the various dolphin species and the various whale species and their derivatives, shall we say, like the orca, because the orca basically is a giant dolphin.
Mhm.
So, as you said, they called to me. Um, I've had a close energetic connection and a close soul connection with these beings for a long time, more or less conscious, you know, uh, give me a little sign, but they were kind of in the background. And when I started to engage regularly in group work, what you and I call reality management, we didn't coin that term. George Cavasulas coined that term, but I find it very fitting, so I'm using it. So in these group meditations of reality management, where we do energetic work for the planet and for humanity, they would often present themselves to contribute to the work that we were doing. And so that is how the connection for me started to become more conscious, more actualized, and more at the forefront rather than the background. And at some point, I moved. I left my home country, my birth country of Belgium, and I came here to Portugal. So the background that your listeners can see is the coast of Algarve, which is the very south of Portugal. And I came here because I could feel the land calling to me very strongly. So when I came here on an exploration trip to find the exact spot where I would be supposed to go, the moment I arrived in this town, I felt an activation so powerful, and so joyful in my cells that it was just absolutely undeniable.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
this
like,
is
I'm home, I'm home.
Yeah, this is so fantastic. So I really love that you have not only answered the call, but you have realized it's the right place to go there. And so from that, you have developed opportunities for us people that are not living on the ocean to connect to the cetaceans and also to make retreats with you to actually swim with dolphins, what is very rarely possible in Europe, and to like connect with whales. Maybe you can say a few words about that.
Yeah. So the next step after I moved here was that since I live in front of the ocean, I started to go swimming almost every day, and that strengthened and deepened my connection with the sea beings, and in particular the cetaceans. Up to the day where, as I was in meditation with some friends, a dolphin showed himself to me in my inner vision and told me that I was asked to develop that set of activities in order to help people to really enter that conscious relationship between humans and cetaceans. That is a very pivotal one, a very crucial one, and a very timely one. It is an important component of the transition period the planet and humanity are going through. And it is a focus of mine at this moment in time. So the offer I developed consists of coaching sessions, which I call dolphin coaching, because I am carrying the cetacean energies in my fields at all times. And I'm using them in these coaching sessions to facilitate activations, energetic activations, and to sort of infuse these sessions with qualities that are specific to cetaceans that they embody very, very strongly.
Yeah, and
Like,
this even works online. So a friend of mine has experienced this for you. She's even clairvoyant, and she was absolutely thrilled by this experience. So coming just from a computer screen, you can sort of offer to create a connection there. Is that right?
Yeah, because it works in a quantum way. So it is purely energetic, and I guide people also in guided meditations, where we go under the ocean, and we actually meet dolphins and whales in these meditations. But the qualities that I can mm, channel, to use a new age term, and transmit through these sessions are the typical cetacean qualities of joy, which is, dolphins are like the embodiment of joy,
Yeah.
and playfulness, wisdom, that is more of a whale quality, more emphasized in whales, and cooperation with life,
Yeah.
agility and cooperation with life.
Yeah. Yeah, this is absolutely great because this is something what I experienced myself. Funnily, one of my strongest experience was in a thermal pool in Belgium, in your home country. And we even both know the same man who was facilitating that.
Yeah.
And so this is something what is also a big calling for me. So I had an experience with physical connection in the Baltic Sea with the very small ones, the what we call Schweinswale
Yeah.
and
For,
porpoise,
for poises in English, yeah.
porpoise, and porpoise, ça c'est en français. Hein.
Marsouin en
Yeah.
français, marsouin.
And I think this is something what well is crucial for developing what we call the new Earth, so that we connect to the second well-known conscious species on the surface of Earth or on the in the oceans. And you have told me that you are well moving to Madeira now. So maybe you can say a few words about this new calling for you.
Absolutely. So, apart from the dolphin coaching sessions, I have an online course that is called the Human Cetacean Alliance. And it had its first run last year, end of last year. which was absolutely beautiful, amazing. People who participated were overjoyed. They had very deep experiences and significant changes in their lives. I have a really nice, how would I put, compilation of testimonials from that first run. And the second run is starting in 2 weeks from now. So when I say 2 weeks, it's the last Sunday of April for your listeners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So that's pretty soon. So anyone who's interested can of course join. It is 5 modules over 5 Sunday evenings. Well, Sunday evening for Europeans at least. So I'm really looking forward to that second run. And then there is what is probably the cherry of on the cake. You know, the apex of the whole Human Cetacean Alliance experience for the time being, which is the actual physical encounter with cetaceans on the island of Madeira.
yeah.
So Madeira is close to Europe. It is off the coast of Morocco. It is in the Atlantic Ocean, and it belongs to the Republic of Portugal. So it is, administratively speaking, it is part of Europe, and it is the only European territory where you have the legal permission to be in the water with wild dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
So we enjoy that opportunity. We seize the opportunity, and in that 5-day retreat in Madeira that I organized, we do a boat tour on the ocean every day, and we go watch whales. We cannot be in the water with whales, but we can watch them and be relatively close to them. And of course, whales have a pretty expansive energy field. So we can be, even if we cannot be in the water with them, we can be immersed in their energy field. So a lot is already happening when that is the case. And when we meet actual dolphins, then we can get off the boat in the water, and being in the water in close proximity to a dolphin is an extremely profound experience.
Yeah, I can really say the same. It's like I have been in the water with dolphins. I have been on a sailboat with whales, but I would have loved to go into the water, but I didn't know how do they behave. These huge animals, maybe just by accident they will kick me out or something. So I have a huge respect for the whales, for their size. And even if they would be friendly, but there is some threshold in me. I have too much respect for them to go there. But with dolphins, they are playful, they're around. And in my experience, it's like not all dolphins are interested in meeting people. How do you see that?
Uh, that that is aligned with my own experience
Mm-hmm.
and my own communication with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like humans, dolphins are at various stages in their awakening process
Mm-hmm.
at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, some of them are more awakened than others, and consequently, some of them are more prone or eager or willing to communicate with humans,
Mm-hmm.
because the more awakened ones, they will be able to recognize who we are and what our nature and role is. So even though uh, there is ample evidence that dolphins, when they have the opportunity and when there is the need for it, they will always try to help humans physically, at the physical level, prevent us from drowning, protect us from sharks, and that sort of things. But at the spiritual level and a conscious communication level, that is more for the awakened ones.
Now, when mutually so you are calling sort of in a telepathic way, and those who are answering the call are on that level and they are interested.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Great.
And it is also worth considering that when we speak about awakening, because here on Earth, humanity, Earthlings, we have been subjected to an assault, a multidimensional assault, and an imposition process that has been so brutal, so intense, so prolonged, so thorough, and so extreme that as a species we currently are in a very diminished state compared with what our real potential and our real nature are. And because of that, and because cetaceans have suffered less imposition than we have, it's not that they haven't got any imposition at all. Every life form, every species on Earth has got that going, but we take the cake. We have been the primary target, so it's been at its worst for us. And because of that, the average cetacean is currently more conscious and can achieve more things than the average human can. So it will change. It will change because our potential is greater, much greater actually. But that is the situation at the moment. So the benefit of interacting with them is great, is really considerable in that regard. They can trigger activations and a progress in our state of awakening when we contact them energetically, and second, when we are in their physical presence, and third, when we are in the water with them. That is when the effect is most intense. But there is something about the aquatic medium, being immersed in that aquatic medium with water has an extraordinary ability to store and transmit frequencies, and especially sound. Water is an extraordinary sound carrier, and cetaceans, they use sound a lot. For ecolocation, for communication, for healing, for activations, for all kinds of purposes.
And seeing and hearing the whale sounds in the ocean, what I have experienced, this is so extraordinary. I was half a day's journey away from them, and still their vibrations were sort of reaching me and moving me. So this is absolutely great. So I would like to ask you to give our listeners some links where they can find your works. Of course, we will put links below, but maybe you can say where people find you.
Yeah. So the next trip to Madeira will take place at the beginning of June this year. So from the 2nd to the 6th of June, from Monday to Friday. And in order to find me, my website, because for many years, believe it or not, I have operated without a website. So it is currently being finalized, and it will be online very soon. It is called cetaceanalliance.earth.
With a dash. Cetacean Alliance dot.
No dash, no dash. But I'll send
Ah.
you a link as soon as it is online. I'll send you the link so that you can put it in the description. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, I'll send you my email address, which is peyckermarc at protonmail.com, where people can write to me if the website is not online yet. And if that is the case, then I can send them presentation files with all the practical details and more thorough explanations about what these offers consist of and
Okay.
what their benefits are.
Great. Absolutely great. So I love your work. I hope it will spread out, and so that this video may also reach some people who have the resonance. I know that very, very many people are longing to really swim with dolphins. And so I think that's the great opportunity that you are creating. And I thank you very, very much that you have followed this call. You changed the whole course of your life. You moved to a different place. And I'm really grateful for that you are really going into this in a real way, and you represent what you are talking about. So thank you very much for that. Any final word?
Yes. First, I want to thank you as well for your invitation and for your own work, because I'm just starting to discover your work, and I am very appreciative of it. I'm very appreciative. I am really, I admire what you do. I admire what you do, and I find it really, it is a very important contribution to societal changes.
Yeah.
I also want to end with a word about the island of Madeira itself, which is an extraordinary being. Islands have a consciousness; they have a spirit, like we have, like the planet has, like mountains have, for instance. So it is with islands, and I experience Madeira as a feminine spirit, but it is very powerful. It is a very powerful place. The entire island is actually one giant power spot, a volcano, by the way, and a pretty pretty big one, because it rises from the bottom of the ocean up to 6 kilometers height. It is not active, so don't worry, people. It's not active.
Yeah.
But it has some very very strong healing qualities to its energy. And in the 19th century and beginning first half of the 20th century, it was a popular, quote unquote, popular place for royalty and wealthy people to go and enjoy the health benefits of a stay on the island. It was famous for that in these circles.
Yeah. Great. So this is something where you can really look forward to your new home. So you're moving there, and I'm
Yes.
looking forward to see you there, and all the others who feel drawn to join your work. They can join your retreats and have these amazing, life-changing, potentially life-changing experiences. But also for those who cannot travel right away, they can be joining online. So with this, I would like to thank you very much for this interview. I apologize for the sound. It's not ideal. We had a problem with the mic, so we had to do it without the mic, but I think it's still audible, and people can also find your work then. And so I think everybody who is really thrilled by this will find you. So thank you very much again, and bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, Al.
Yeah, bye.